Hello everybody. I'm off work finally. It's 8 o'clock exactly in North Georgia. It was an interesting day at work. We'll see if anybody joins and go from there. I don't know how this works at night. I've never done a night stream. This is my first one. But I'm in my new boots, walking around in the yard. At least there's a little bit of light out here. If somebody comes in, I'll flip the camera around so you can see me. There's a kitty out there walking around. I don't know which kitty. But we're just going to kind of stand here for a minute and talk until somebody comes in. And then we'll see what happens. Airplanes in the sky. Crickets around me. Cats around me. Joro spiders around me. Bunch of those over there. Not going over there. It's getting kind of chilly. Car coming down the road. Don't see a whole lot of those out here. The old American flag that's been there for years and years and years. Usually takes 2-3 minutes for people to get in here. Gives me a chance to say a little bit at the beginning of the video before anybody gets in here for people that watch it later. Dang, it did get chilly out here. I don't have anything specific I'm going to talk about. I don't normally have specific things that I talk about. I usually ask the viewers what they would like to discuss and ask them to put it down in the comments section, and pretty open to talk about just about anything. There's a kitty over there too. We do a lot of animal rescue and rehabilitation out here. It's a big open area. You can't really see it, but it's a big area. And try to help as many animals as we can. I work on a farm, so I deal with chickens and ducks and goats and sometimes cows and pigs and lots of firewood. I do maintenance and repair on all the chicken pens and the duck area. And hey, somebody's here. How you doing? Phineas Trudeau. How you doing? Glad you're here. Where are you watching from? I just got a text, apparently. Thank you for the hearts. Hey, there's like 17 people in here. That was quick. Appreciate you guys joining in. Let me know where you're watching from. Well, I know you're watching from a phone, but like I'm in North Georgia in the United States. What area are you in? Hey, there's a kitty. He's playing with the telephone pole out here with the light that's up there. I'm not really talking about anything specific. Nice to have somebody from New York here. I'm in North Georgia. If you guys have a subject you'd like to talk about, I'm game, as long as it doesn't get me banned from YouTube. It's not a raccoon, it's a kitty. It's a furry kitty. Florida, cool. I've never had anybody tune in from Florida. I'm about 50 miles north of Atlanta in North Georgia. Yeah, it's a kitty. Let's get a little closer. It's a kitty. Cute kitty. It's running because there's a car. They're all good kitties. There's about 10 or 12 of them here. We do a lot of animal rescue and rehabilitation here. I don't really ask people for subscriptions or, to subscribe to my channel or give me likes. You can if you'd like. I mean, I appreciate it. I have a channel. It's got some jokes on it. It's got some old cars. It's got some big equipment. I like to talk about coins. And, random stuff. I don't really stick to one subject. There's a statue of Buddha out in my yard, and there's a statue of a frog over there, and then way down there under the flag, there's a statue of a chicken. we're just kind of random here, you know? Like, we don't specifically do anything. I'll let you guys see the kitty for a minute. In a minute, I'll flip the camera around. You can see me. Well, I appreciate you liking and subscribing. I mean, it does help my channel, but I'm not one of those that goes and, hey, everybody, subscribe, please. You know, like... Who said anything about being homeless? I'm not homeless. My house is over there. One of my cars is over there. There's an old Volkswagen Beetle over there in the woods, and I've got a shop that's, you know, got a bunch of stuff in it, and I own a Chrysler 300C with a 5.7 Hemi in it, and I've got a four-wheel drive little SUV, and I've got a Honda motorcycle. I'm far from homeless. I didn't see anybody say anything about being homeless. This is definitely not homeless. There's my house. I'm just in my yard. No, I'm not homeless by any means. That's me. Nothing special. Just out here in my yard because it's nice out. But yeah, like, I don't think you meant anything harmful, but I'm not homeless. I'm just out in my yard. I said, my house is back there. We can walk over there. It's fine. Do. Do. It's gonna get darker, but it doesn't matter. See? Nice little house. My neighbor has a Harley, you can hear it. Messed up my finger at work today. I work on a farm. I skinned it up pretty good. That's cool. Doesn't matter to me how old you are, as long as you're not doing anything inappropriate. I'm not going to do anything inappropriate or anything that's going to get me banned from YouTube, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm going to put the camera back out in the yard now and just see if other people show up. Oh, no. Like, I can walk way out here by the road. Well, way out here by the road. And, as you can see, that property goes way back there, way back past the house, back into the woods. And over that way, there are trails. And, man, you can walk for miles back there, really. Got people texting me in the background, but I'll answer them later. Apparently my neighbor with the Harley is leaving. I don't know why he decides to wait till dark to leave on his motorcycle when he has a car, but cool. Yeah, I'm okay. My finger does hurt, but you know, I work on a farm, and stuff like that happens. You get scratched up, and I deal with chickens, and you know, they'll flog you and they'll peck you and they'll scratch you, but it's what chickens do when you try to catch them. I wouldn't want somebody catching me either. But yeah, my finger's okay. Bandaged it up earlier, but I'll take that off tomorrow before I go back to work. No big deal. What's my favorite car? Probably the 1976 Datsun 280Z Fairlady. As far as classic cars go, kind of have a thing for old Mustangs. Old Chevy and GMC trucks I like, C10s. I'm not much into the Hondas and things like that, although my daily driver, not that one, but my daily driver is a Toyota Avalon, just because it gets good gas mileage, it was cheap, and it doesn't matter if I, you know, use it for anything, because if it breaks, I just buy another one. But I got, I don't know, 4 cars and a motorcycle at this point. Yeah, I like Mustangs. I've owned a couple of them, and some years ago, but they're good cars for the most part. I'm sorry that you got bit by a chicken. I I mean, they do that sometimes. Most of them don't. Most of them will run away from you. The ducks, they're pretty friendly, really. I mean, I go in there and feed them, and they just kind of gather around me, and they're like, okay, food, cool. And then they go eat, and they don't bother me. The chickens, they're the most aggressive. Yeah, just kind of amazed at 8 o'clock there's this many cars coming down my road. That's not normal. I don't know what's going on with that, but it's fine. But yeah, it's not good that you got bit by a chicken. They will peck you pretty hard too if you're not careful. If you get too close to them or you corner them. I have to pick them up every day and move them around and feed them and give them water and make sure they're not hurt or tangled up in anything, or that they have enough hay in the bottom of their pens and that the pens are clean, although it's not my job to clean the pens. Someone else does that. I mostly just take care of them. But yeah, cool. I appreciate the 5 likes. Like I said, I don't ask for likes or subscribers, but I appreciate it when people do. I think if somebody subscribed today, whoever subscribed during this video, someone said they did, I think you're my 100th subscriber. I'm new to this. I've been doing YouTube Live less than a week. I'll put the camera back on me for a second since somebody's actually in here so you can see me. I'm nothing really special. Probably need to shave, but I haven't had time. Just in my yard, walking around, talking random stuff. Yeah, Yumi Art, I'm okay. I think that's how you say your name. My name's Matt, by the way. Sorry. It was dusty at work today. So kind of have some stuff stuck in my sinuses, but that light is bright. Oh, look, a halo. A halo. Yeah, anyway. I appreciate the hearts and I appreciate the likes. Like I said, I don't really ask for them. My channel is not monetized. I don't make any money doing this. I just do it for fun. I just do it because it's something to do. I normally will live stream once in the morning before I go to work, because I go to work at like 10 a.m. No reason to be there earlier. And I never really know what time I'm going to get off, because it really depends on what we have to do that day. Thank you for all the hearts and smiley faces. I appreciate that. I don't think anyone's ever given me hearts or smiley faces on here. So cool. But yeah, back to the yard. Old American flag. And an old building out there. And an old Volkswagen out there. And my car. And my house. And some statues in the yard. There's a chicken out there. And there's a frog there. There's a Buddha there. Way over there by the house, there's a statue of a face that my father carved in stone, and a big frog with a cape on that my father painted in like 2014. He's since passed away earlier this year. Both my parents are gone now. I miss them. They were good people. Anyway, where's everybody watching from? I like to know. No, I'm glad that you think that this is interesting, Phineas. I'm not doing anything special. I'm just talking. But as long as there's somebody here, I'll be here for a little while. I don't have anything going on for a little while. And my only other plan is to go in and eat something later and go to bed and get up in the morning and live stream and then go to work. That's kind of what I do. In the future, I'll be doing some live streams out in nature. I really like to be outside. That's why I'm out in my yard. No clouds. You can see the stars pretty well. I probably can't see them on camera, but they're out there. And Yeah, I've watched a lot of other streams, and some of them are kind of boring. But you know, I wonder, why do you guys think this is interesting? I'm just talking about random things, but I do like to interact with, you know, you guys. Um, I find that interesting. It makes my day better when I get on here and talk to people and see where everybody's from and what they're up to and what they like. And if you have a topic you want to discuss, we can discuss it. Like I said, as long as it doesn't get me banned from YouTube, I'm pretty open. Back to the yard. Um, I don't know how long I'm going to be on here tonight, at least for a little while. I've already been here almost 16 minutes. I don't tend to do a whole lot of long lives, but if we get to discussing something, says, I don't know, in other labs people curse and hate, but this one is calm. I like calm. Yeah, I don't want to be upset. I think there's too much hate in the world already. Well, I appreciate the fact that you think that my voice is interesting. And I don't know anything about your dad, but I would take that as a compliment. So thank you. So yeah, what do we talk about? Any suggestions? I'm pretty open. Thank you for the hearts and the smiley faces. I do appreciate it. So what would you guys like to talk about tonight for a little bit? That leaf almost landed on my head. Fell out of the tree. And I see that somebody else just joined a second ago. Where are you watching from? What country? What area? I'm in North Georgia. Well, I was saying earlier, you know, I work on a farm with animals, and my boss is awesome. He's a good guy. He's an older gentleman. He can't do much anymore. So I'm there to take care of things and make sure that everything goes okay. And, you know, like, it's not part of my job, but I went in his house today. I was taking a minute away from the animals, and I went in, and there was some dishes and stuff that needed to be taken to the kitchen. I just grabbed them and took them. What's up, Con? Where are you watching from? So, yeah, no, I just took the dishes in the kitchen and put them in the sink because he doesn't walk well, and I'm okay to do that, and I thought it was helpful. Okay. Yumi Art. If you need to sleep. Indiana. My father was born in Indiana, in Gary, Indiana. I'm in North Georgia. So, yeah, I have some family that still lives in Indiana. I have an uncle named Marlon that still lives there, and a couple of cousins. I haven't been there since I was a kid, and I'm not anymore, but I'm not old, you know. Yumi Art, I hope you have a good night. Rest well. Hopefully I'll see you in another live. Or you can check out my channel if you want. There's some interesting stuff on there too. I'm calm in all those too. You know, no reason to be upset. Con, is there a subject you would like to talk about tonight? Looks like everybody left. I'm not sure. Phineas, bye. Have a good night. Phineas Trudeau. Interesting name. I like it. My name is Matt. I'm real laid back, calm guy. I try to stream at least once a day, usually twice, once in the morning before 10 o'clock, and then once when I get off work. Sometimes it's 3 or 4, sometimes it's 8 o'clock like this time. Yumi Art, I hope you have a good night. Phineas, I hope you have a good night. Everybody have a good night. I'll give it a few more minutes. If somebody else pops in or, comments, then I'll stay on. But if not, then I've got a few things I can go do before it gets late and I go to sleep. But yeah, everything's okay. Phineas, I hope I do see you in the next live. I'll go live sometime in the morning, probably about 9 o'clock Eastern time, which is Georgia time. I don't know where you are. I don't remember. But yeah, feel free to join. I mean, there is a notification button. Again, I don't ask people to subscribe or like or hit the notification button, but you're more than welcome to if you want. And again, I have a channel. It has about 50 videos on it. Some jokes, some cars, some coins, some random things. I bounce all over the place. Oh, you're not leaving. I thought you were... Oh, you were saying bye to Yumi. Yumi art. Yeah, no, I'm still here. And I'll be here for a little bit as long as somebody else is here. But back to the yard. Cool transition. Nah, I'm just being funny. Might have to go get some water in a little bit. But yeah, thank you for all the hearts and smiley faces. I don't really know what they do or even how you do that. I don't know. I'm new to this, but yeah, we're here. I do have to make a phone call in a little while, but not yet. There's some really big spiders over there on the other side of that telephone pole. I'm not going any further that way because I am not getting in with those Joro spiders. There's some big old Joro spiders over there, and they're not poisonous, but I still don't want them on me. Hey, somebody just joined again. Where are you watching from? Yeah, I burned my arm at work yesterday. That kind of didn't feel all that great, but I'm okay. It happens. Another car coming down my road. I'm not leaving. No, Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you liking everything. Like I said, you're welcome to check out my channel. There's a bunch of stuff on there. And I'm gonna put more on there. I just haven't had time yet. I haven't been doing this for long, but I'm trying my best. Somebody going really slow down my road. Wonder why. Really slow. They pulled into one of the neighbors. So, okay. I don't know what they're doing over there. Turning around, apparently. We'll see. They might get caught on YouTube Live doing whatever they're doing. But I don't know. No, they're just kind of sitting in the middle of the road. I don't understand why, but okay. Literally pulled across both lanes of the road. They're being very strange. They about hit the mailbox. Now they're pulling over here. What are you doing? I don't know. Doesn't say anyone else joined on this end, but I mean, if there are people here I haven't said hello to, hey, where are you watching from? Another car on my road. There's never this many cars on this road. Never this many cars. I don't know what's going on. Maybe somebody down the road's having a party. Not a whole lot of people live out here. So I don't know. Kinda. Yeah, apparently Phineas is just you, which is cool. We'll chill out for a little bit. What would you like to talk about? I'm open to talk about most things, like I said, as long as it doesn't get me banned from YouTube. It doesn't show that you're in here, though. It shows that there are 0 people in here, so I don't know. It's kind of strange. Got some new boots. I'm kind of trying to break those in a little bit. Walking around in the yard after dark, but there's a big light out here. What about it? I don't think you're going to say anything appropriate. I let everyone know that I'll talk about anything as long as it's not something that gets me banned from YouTube. And if it is something I think will get me banned, then I will say, hey, I don't think we should talk about that, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm pretty open-minded. My original background is in electronics. I did a lot with electronics for a very long time, and then I worked for my family's company doing stainless steel fabrication, and let's just say I'm getting old. I'm not gonna say my age on here, but I'm getting up there, kinda. I'm still able to do everything though that I've always been able to do, so that's cool. My back kind of hurts, but I'll be okay. Phineas, where did you say you were? What state? Just curious. Maybe you said New York, but I don't remember. I've had a couple of people from New York in my streams. Yesterday there were 2 people. There were 2 people from New York yesterday. What state did I say I was in? Alright, well, I don't know. I'm probably going to go till 30 minutes and then call it a night. That's about 2 more minutes. And then I think I'll go for now. I need to make a phone call to a friend of mine. Check and see how she's doing. I know she's at work, but we haven't talked a whole lot today, so gotta call and check on people that you care about, you know? Make sure everything's okay. See if there's anything you can do to help. I don't have a whole lot of people who check on me, so I check on people. I know what it's like to be without anyone that really cares. I was in that situation for a long time, and things are better now, so yeah, about a minute and a half I think I'm gonna go, so we'll walk around for a bit and then I'm gonna go eat and probably watch a couple of YouTube videos myself because I do enjoy watching them too. No, it says Phineas Trudeau, but I don't know if that's your name. Levi, it's nice to meet you. My name is Matt, and I'm just a chill person that's trying to have a little bit of fun on YouTube. Bunch of equipment coming down my road. I don't know, something's going on down the road, but I don't know what it is. Oh, my knees kind of hurt. Yeah, Levi, it's nice to meet you. Like I said, if you like my lives, I'll be on 1 to 2 times a day if you want to check it out. I do have a channel that has a bunch of stuff on it you can check out and tell your friends if you want, but I don't ask people to subscribe. I don't ask people to like anything. You know, I don't make any money off this. I just like to have fun. But yeah, I'm sorry, here in a second I'm going to have to go. Like I said, I need to make a phone call. It's kind of an important phone call because I got to check on my people, you know? So I hope you have a good night, and I'll be back tomorrow sometime. All right. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.